And the process, and that three. Now hold on, boss. Three, you can come over here too. Hunk, you can come over here too. Hold on. So before we get on to our next Hall of Fame induction, on behalf of everybody here, we have a very, very special gift for you and your family.
I didn't need anything. You know I love you. You know how I felt about your father. I've been looking for a picture of your father for over 5 years. And I finally found the one. Oh, wow. This is for you. This is one of the most difficult diamond names I've ever had to do. Oh, my. It had over 45 colors in it, and it took me over a month and a half to finish it properly. I wanted to make sure that everything that you see on this picture is a good memory of Mr. Sweet Dad Malcolm.
Who always involved in this, I'm gonna fuck y'all up because I hate surprises. Y'all got right here crying and shit. I'm gonna beat all y'all asses. I'm gonna find out who did that. I'm gonna beat the hell out of all of y'all. Now back to your regular scheduled program.
Crying already.
Well, this inductee right here, if you don't know, you need to find out. This man that I'm about to introduce came up the hard way in professional wrestling. He set up chairs as a very young man. Set up the ring. When he walked into the building and he saw a professional wrestler, he would say, "Sir, let me carry your bags for you." That was old school. That's how you came up back in the day. So if you don't know, look him up. I want to introduce right now, and I'm not finished, Rudy Hill, also known as the Rude Boy. Like I said, I'm not finished. If ever, there were 3 amigos in professional wrestling, it's the DBA, A.T. Huck, and the Rude Boy. We all came up from the same roots, the roots of the sheep, and the roots of Sweet Daddy Malcolm Monroes. They taught us everything we know about this business. Everything is because of those two there. Am I right? Without the two of them, there would be no professional wrestling in the state of Michigan.
Yeah.
None. He carried it on. I carried it on. And to this day, the Rude Boy carries it on with you haven't been to one of the shows, you need to check it out. On a personal level, we've known each other for over 30 years, going on 40 years. My first night in the business, you were there. Officially, that was your first night. Even though for years you carried back yourself the ring, did it the right way. Over the last 10 to 12 years, when I was sitting on the couch at home, I was done. I was ready to walk off into the sunset. And one night, this man called me on the phone and said, "Hump, will you join us on our radio show, Cruising the Barrio?" I had no dreams of being a radio personality. Had never done it before in my life. But Rudy brought out something in me that I didn't know I had, and that is the gift for gab, which I learned from you. I didn't write any of this down. This is all coming from my heart. From my heart, my hand is shaking.
Yes.
Because I know how much this means. Sweet Daddy Monroes Singer Lifetime Achievement Award, presented to the rude boy Rudy Hill for outstanding achievement and continuous contributions to the success of pro wrestling on this June 27, 2026. As we burn down the accolades, undefeated XICW Heavyweight Champion, undefeated. If you know anything about ICP, this man helped put them on the map. The rude boy, woo woo. So you deserve this Lifetime Achievement Award, which I have the pleasure, through them, through the family, through the Monroes, to present to you tonight. And one last thing, brother, I love you.
We were supposed to talk too. I felt like I was a 7-hour battle standing next to Martin Luther King in this motherfucker. God damn!
You know what I do.
This motherfucker got a dream. I know. I'm gonna make it short and sweet. I'm sorry. There's love took up all the time, motherfucker. Rudy, brother, I just want you to know I love you. If it wasn't for you, I would have never got the wrestle from ICP. You brought me along, which brought my song along. I love you. That's all I love you.
Picture.
All right, get the fuck off of me.
No, everybody together. Let's get a picture together.
Brother, there's only two people in this world that got my name tattooed on them. Me and you. We have a bond. We got a bond.
Yes!
Now let's go trying to say this speech, motherfucker. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, first off, let me say how humbled I am by this. If you know anything about Rudy Hill, and you know anything about the Rude Boy, I wasn't liked very much in the wrestling game. Because I didn't take any shit from anybody. And the reason why I didn't take any shit from anybody is because of the sweet daddy Malcolm Monroe, who taught me the business of wrestling. He taught me the respect of wrestling. He taught me the love of wrestling. But he also taught me, which most of those guys in that dressing room need to learn that there is love and respect for this business, but you don't have to take any shit to make it to the top. I'm here to tell you that I am humbled by this, coming from my young brother, DBA Malcolm Monroes Jr. Let me tell you something. I have so many fond memories of this man and his family. It's because of this man and his family, his father, the reason why I stand before you right now. The reason why a kid from Southwest Detroit got to travel the world. Because this man believed in this fat, scrawny kid from Southwest Detroit. He believed. And let me also say this, while I'm speaking of the great sweet daddy Malcolm Monroe, and damn it, he was great. And you most certainly should be applauding right now for the sweet daddy. Sweet daddy, much like myself, as a testimony from my brother, A.T. Huck, the sweet daddy believed in giving opportunities and chances to those who mostly wouldn't get those opportunities and chances. Let me say this as a testimony. There would be no insane clown posse if it weren't for sweet daddy Malcolm Monroe. I was there, I know. Rob Van Dam? Sweet daddy gave Rob Van Dam his first shot.
Hell yes.
Taught in a motel room. Sat through how to take bumps. On the beds in the whole motel rooms. Sweet daddy was special, and I love him. And I most certainly need to honor him right now. I am not going to bore you anymore, but I do want to say this, ladies and gentlemen, that there are a few names of people that are here in this building that need to be recognized by me because they helped me get to where I'm standing right now and this XICW ring with this prestigious award. One of them is my dear friend who always was by my side up and down the roads when I was the JCW World Champion, which the one and only A.T. Huck said I never lost. That's true. She always made sure I got to the shows on time, always made sure I was taken care of. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Kristen Lloyd at the front door. Stand up, Kristen. Stand up, you deserve it. Where's she at? Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling is a sacrifice. And I want to personally dedicate this award to my kids who sacrificed for their father to go play superstar. When I miss those baseball games, when I miss those football games, when I miss the cheerleading practice. To each and every one of my kids, I'm sorry. And I love you. My kids are in the house right now. Stand up, Sonia. Stand up, Papio. Santana, San Antonio. Ladies and gentlemen, I once again want to thank you for this wonderful award. Now, I would like to say a few choice words about this young man right here who stands next to me, A.T. Hook. I'd like to thank you for inducting me. But let me tell you something. All those years while you were giving me those accolades, I stood and I looked up to you, sir. As a family man, as a businessman, and more than that, as a brother who always had my back. And I love you for that. I would be remiss if I do not mention Joseph Frank Bruce, better known to you guys as Violent J. Violent J always believed in me since we were kids. He said, Rudy, we're going to do it. And I said, what's this crazy white boy talking about? And he was right. We did it. We did it. I would also be remiss if I did not mention Chris Carter. Detroit legend Chris Carter, who I got to tag team with. And it was a very special thing for me to be with him.
I love that.
He is a mentor, and more than that, he's a brother. I also would like to thank, if I may, my mother and father who are looking down right now, and I'm hoping I made you guys proud. I really do. To all of you guys out there who sat through this, I thank you humbly. Let me also say this before I leave. Wrestling is still alive. XICW has proven it tonight. Support local independent wrestling. You are the reason that there are CM Punks. You are the reason that there are Cassio Castanova. You are the reasons. You are. Support. Please support pro wrestling, local pro wrestling. Sweet Daddy Monroes, the Sheik, the two greatest legends of all time in the Detroit area. And I don't debate anybody if you like, but they most certainly were. And I love them, and I'm thankful for this. Once again, DBA, MM3, the future of this business, and don't you forget, don't you ever forget, one of the pillars right there.
Thank you, wrestling!
Indeed.
Thank you, wrestling!
Ladies and gentlemen,